extra time.
Jones Telegraph makes your life.
Rohit, we won a great test match and now looking ahead to the one-day series. If you win this series, we become the number one. So what's the mood in the side and how keen are you looking forward?
No, we are very keen to win the series, but it's a long series. It's a six-match series. I think it's been a while since we've played a six-match series, so it's a long time in the game, in the series. So for us as an individual, we cannot think too far ahead. We have to take one game at a time and think what we can come up, as a team. It's going to be important to do a lot of things right. Yes, there will be times where we will be put under pressure, but again, as a team, we have shown that we can absorb that pressure and we can come back. And at the same time, we have seen that when put back pressure on the opposition, they tend to crumble. So we're going to play that game. We're going to try and use that to our advantage, and we're going to, we have to try what we do as a team right and stick to our strengths. Take each game at a time. So a lot of basics that we got to do here, and take the series forward. And it's going to be important, how we take that forward.
About tests, but you are one day. What makes you such a dangerous and such an explosive batsman that you are in one day now scoring tests and you have come close to scoring? Anybody says that if anybody can close 300 in one day, that is you. So what makes you so comfortable in the moment?
See, I mean, nothing is comfortable in cricket, in sport rather. I think you have to. There will be always times where things are not going your way, things are going your way, and it is important for you to keep the things going. And yes, I mean, I see. I'm not going to talk about Test cricket so much because it's over now. We have a big job at hand now, winning the ODI series here. So we are quite determined to change things around, and we want to do that. So yes, I think every batsman who will be taking part in this ODI series will have huge role to play. And yes, I am here, to make an impact in the series. I want to try and do that. Both are different format. It's not that I don't try so much in Test cricket that I try in ODI cricket. I try this. I give the same effort into all the formats that I play. But sometimes it comes off, sometimes it doesn't. But that doesn't mean that you have to change things too much. You got to believe in yourself. So far you have come and played and got success. So you have to believe in your ability and you have to know how to take things forward. And I've been in that difficult situation before many times. So for me, it's all about just taking a game at a time and responding to it.
Vice captain recently, in a way, you're formally now part of the leadership group. So what are the plans, long-term plans as such, and is anything going to start from this series?
Yeah, absolutely. I believe so. It'll be great way to start the series. Thinking about 2019 World Cup, which will be played in England. This overseas condition will, now that we know that we will be playing overseas a lot of cricket. So yes, we can take that into our stride and move forward. But again, as far as each individual is concerned, they've been given specific roles, and it's a long time, a long way to go for the World Cup. 1.5 years still. There will be a lot of games that we're going to play. So I think it'll be important that how each individual thinks about what he wants to do. And yes, it'll be a good preparation, but again, we want to win each series that we play. We are not thinking about the World Cup right now, but yes, in the back of our mind, it's always going to be there because, we can test ourselves, how we respond to the situations and how we respond to those conditions out there. So I think it'll be important. And yes, every individual knows that, at the end of the day, they have to perform to make their claim into the side. So yes, the preparation has been on its way, and yes, we want to win the series. That's the most important thing. The last time we came here, We lost the series and before that as well. So we want to change it around, and this will be probably a best time to do that.
Conditions from tests to ODIs or limited overs, or is it limited overs to tests when you are playing in foreign conditions?
I think more than the technical aspect of the game, it's mentally. You need to keep telling yourself the shots that you play in test matches and the shot that you play in ODIs or limited overs format are different. For me, I'm talking about myself. Every individual has their own plan. But again, when you play Test cricket, it's important to analyze the situation and where the game is standing at that point. And one bad shot can change the course of the game. And in one day, you always think 2 steps ahead. You want to put pressure back on the bowlers and change it around. I'm saying there are a lot of Test cricketers who do that and think in the same fashion as ODI cricket. But for me, it's a little different, and nothing changes other than mentally. Technical aspect of the game still remains the same. Yes, the shot selection and certain aspect of your technical game changes, but mentally you got to keep telling yourself, you have to read the situation and try and analyze where the game is going and where you want the game to be gone after the end of day's play and things like that. So it's more mentally than technically. So yeah, I think that's the only change, and all the guys have been in that situation before where they have played ODI cricket and suddenly they play Test cricket. So I don't think it's too much of a change that they need to do or too much of a pressure to change their game. Everyone is used to that now, and that is what international cricket is all about. Someday you will be playing Test cricket, a week later or a couple of weeks later you will be playing limited overs format. So it's mentally that you got to keep telling yourself that what you need to do as a batsman to get some success.
End of February, whereas we often find teams that come to India, play Test matches, go back, take their break, come back. So how do you see the Virat has been very vocal about this? Virat very particularly said that India should take our breaks in terms of between series, not like go away, spend 3 months. Like, do you think like this helps, or because you have the same mindset, or a break helps? Like, how do you see it?
Yes, there has been talks about just going and playing one format and going back home. For India, it's never been like that. India has always played the whole series whenever we have gone abroad, and yes, it tends to take a lot from your body more than anything else. But again, we've spoken about it that one format would be good for the players' sake. But again, like I said, previous Indian teams have toured and they've done the full series and gone back. Whereas it's different for the overseas team. They come to India, they play just one format and they go back, get refreshed and then come back. Ideally we would like that, but again, it completely depends on BCCI, what happens there and what are the talks. But ideally we would prefer to just play one format, go back, refresh, get some time to yourself, think about what you need to do, and come back and play another format. But I mean, we are used to it now, so it doesn't matter. Indian team has always played that, and in a way it can be good. Like, you can continue the momentum. Not if you're losing the series. If you're winning the series, you would like to continue as much as possible. But again, we are players. We got to do what comes from the top.
Especially the top order, which scored 3 centuries. Now that you have got a hold of him and struggling, do you think that this is going to help you, and do you think that you're going to take the edge over them in the series? And about India's top order, because it will be a battle of top orders.
Yeah.
Last time you struggled with this.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, there are 2 things into it. The first thing is when we came last time, a lot of our guys were inexperienced, hardly played in overseas condition. because it does matter, because the length that you bowl in India and the length that you bowl overseas, it's slightly different. Now that all these bowlers have enough experience and they've got the job done in the Test series as well. I was reading somewhere it was history that we in the Test series that was played, 60 wickets were taken. So it was a plus for our bowling unit, and our bowling unit has shown enough courage, and they've come out and bowled their heart out and got the job done. So I think it will be a different ball game this time around. Yes, their top order is solid, experienced, and they have scored runs all over. So it's again, I believe it's not about one individual. It's about the whole setup, whole batting unit. One guy can take the game away from you. So if you're just thinking about one batsman, the other guy can come and take the game away from you. So it's the same for us as well. They cannot just be thinking about getting one or two batsmen out. We've got quality batting lineup, and yes, it'll be very intense. At the same time, we got to keep our calm and understand the situation and react to it. It will be very important that how we start the series, because the first game of the series is always important, and I hope that we start the series well, whether we bat first or bowl first.
बैक ऑफ द माइंड कुछ प्ले करते हैं आप इस तरह के?
नहीं, मुझे नहीं लगता कि वो सब चीज़ मैटर करती है, क्योंकि बहुत सारी चीज़ें चेंज होती है. जब आप पहले देखोगे डरबन में, जब इंडिया ने आई थिंक फर्स्ट मैच कब खेला था मुझे याद नहीं है, वो इंडियन टीम डिफरेंट थी, साउथ अफ्रीका टीम डिफरेंट थी. उसके बाद जनरेशन चेंज होते रहे और टीम्स चेंज होती रही है, और ये टीम अभी डिफरेंट है. तो आई थिंक वो रिकॉर्ड्स उतने मायने नहीं रखेंगे. हमको अच्छा खेलना पड़ेगा उस दिन, जैसे मैंने अभी बताया कि हमको उस दिन अच्छा खेलना पड़ेगा जीतने के लिए. और 50 ओवर का गेम है, काफ़ी टाइम मिलता है आपको. 20 ओवर्स जैसा नहीं है. 50 ओवर में इवन अगर आपका पहला 10 ओवर ख़राब जाता है, यू कैन ऑलवेज कम बैक. तो मेंटली हमारे सारे लड़कों को रेडी रहना पड़ेगा कि सिचुएशन कभी भी छोड़ना नहीं है. 10 ओवर हो या 15 ओवर हो, पहले हम गेम में नहीं रहेंगे. जो बाकी के लड़के बैटिंग करने के लिए आने वाले हैं, उनको सोचना ये होगा कि हमें गेम में रखना है टीम को. तो ये ज़रूरी है, और ये सब चीज़ ही इम्पोर्टेंट है. अगर आपको मैच जीतना है तो ये सब छोटी छोटी चीज़ें वो इम्पोर्टेंट है. जहाँ तक वो रिकॉर्ड का सवाल है, आई डोंट थिंक वो उतना मैटर करेगा. आपको अच्छा खेलना पड़ेगा जीतने के लिए. अगर आप अच्छा नहीं खेलोगे तो आप हारोगे. सिंपल. आई एम एंजॉइंग क्वाइट अ बिट. ऑफ कोर्स द लास्ट 6-7 months have been really great. Since the Champions Trophy in England, we've had a great run, except that loss in the finals against Pakistan. That was a little disappointing, but yes, since then it's been a good run, and I hope that I can continue and put the team into good situation and get those victories away from home. It's always important, what you do outside India. But again, having said that, I believe every game you play for your country is important, whether it's home or away, it doesn't matter. But again, we are quite determined to come and change things around. And yes, personally, I've enjoyed the run, and I would like to continue and see that I can do that for the next few months as well.
Hit the subscribe option and the bell icon to get all the exclusive sports videos on Extra Time.